Thank you for hanging out with me today. I'm JB Bryan, the President and Chief Investment Officer at JB Bryan Financial Group, a registered investment advisory firm. This is a great opportunity for me to talk about why it's important for us to get motivated. The website refuse2bebroke.com, refuse the number 2 broke.com. Please visit the website so that you can make a commitment as well to making sure that we are not broke. We have people on the conference call. You're also welcome to share with me in the conference room where I am on. We have the conference call available to you. We have the live YouTube recording, because I am committed to every Wednesday through the holidays and everything. Every Wednesday we have been together. We have taken advantage of this opportunity to share information with one another. And we're going to talk today about the workshop that's coming up on Saturday. The workshop, refuse2bebroke.com, is at refuse2bebroke.com, or also at the website, AfroEconomics.com, my website, AfroEconomics.com. And we're going to feature the book, Our Black Wealth Matters. Each week I talk about a little bit of the book, but when I have my live workshops, it gives me an opportunity to really talk about the details of each principle. And after publishing the AfroEconomics, Our Black Wealth Matters, the book that is available to you in the bookstore, so check it out, get yours. The ebook is available as well as the printed form as well. I love to hold books in my hand, but there are a lot of people love ebooks as well, so I thank God for having it available to you. And the workbook is now available to you, my second publication. So everyone that participates on Saturday is going to get an ebook and the actual workbook. And during the sessions, I like to actually put the book in a 3-ring binder so that we can insert extra things as we want. You can insert statements and things at home, but I've always thought, and I've been in this business for a long time now, and I really feel that the most important thing that we can do is to actually get in it, to just really participate in something that will force us to refuse to be broke. So refuse to be broke, we're going to go from the beginning to the end of the workbook. And the last time I tried to do this, we got caught up in a lot of discussion, because the workbook starts out with us really discussing the history of Afroeconomics, the history of Black wealth development, and the achievements that we've made, any challenges that we see, and things that we can do in order to make this planet a better place by our contribution to society. So I encourage us to realize how important we are to everyone else's existence. We are vital, and what we do makes a difference. So, and we talk about the history, and then we go right into the first principle of Afroeconomics is legacy. And I love to start with the legacy because it gives you your why. Why are you sacrificing? Why are you saving? Why are you doing these things? Why are you making these investments? Or why are you not doing what you should be doing? So if we think about what's it all for? Who is it all for? Why are we doing this? It makes you make a commitment to better financial decisions. Well, that was my thought process in putting legacy first. As here, it's the legacy is just discovering your why. So you'll be able to really talk about your legacy is about more than just the accumulation of money and leaving assets behind, though we all know that it is very important. The legacy is built on understanding the impact of your daily choices, understanding the impact your daily choices make on your family's future and your future. And I know that nothing changed for me until I changed, until I took personal responsibility for everything that happens. Amazingly, just as an example, that of how important it is for us to just keep going, is that my computer automatically did all these upgrades and everything. Then I realized that I didn't have my external camera. Then I noticed that with the camera, computer upgrades, it wasn't communicating properly. And I was like, oh my goodness, are we gonna, do this? But I had to calm down, use all of these years that I've been dealing with computers, and I did the installations. I did the, tried to make sure that it had everything that it needed. And then, but I was, about to like totally lose it. Like, what am I gonna do? I can't do this broadcast, hold the book and hold the phone and do the other, some things you need the computer for. So I was like, or am I gonna change, move totally out of here, go back to my office and do it out of there? And look at what you do when we just stay focused and we're focused on our why. As I couldn't give up on you. The reason I do this, my why, is because your financial success is my legacy. That it's very important to me for you to be able to tell your kids and your kids' kids that JB Bryan's AfroEconomics, really helped us build what we're doing. It really helped us keep going. I want to hear that. I'm committed to hearing that, and that's why I couldn't say, well, just forget it. No, nobody's probably going to listen anyway. Just forget it. No, we do that too often with too many things in our financial life. You say, oh, it doesn't matter, I'll take care of that later. It does matter. It's very important. So make sure that you think first about principle 1. We're going to go through this on Saturday. Principle 2, self-reliance and financial independence. Lord knows we want to all be financial independent, to get to a point where we're working because we want to work, not because we need the cash flow from our work so much, that we have assets built up that are generating income for us. So we're going to talk about what are income generating assets? How do we increase our income? How do we create additional sources of income? We got to talk about it. We have questions in the workbook. Why do you do the work that you do? Why do you have your current financial priorities? How did you set your current financial priorities? Are your current financial priorities helping you build long-term wealth? And so much more, so much more. So in principle 2, self-reliance and financial independence. And then we're going to move into principle 3, organization and planning. Next week on CBS, the Virginia This Morning show, I'm going to talk about becoming debt-free. Some of the things that we talked about, you can look at my recording from last week. I was talking about debt freedom, AfroEconomics, because we have a section in the book, a principle on being credit savvy and getting rid of unnecessary debts. So an organization is a big part of becoming debt-free, vital. And so organization and planning, getting your financial house in order, is the third principle of AfroEconomics. And we're going to talk about how we're going to do that. Well, we're going to list your top 5 financial priorities. We're going to go through, we're going to even talk about your tax organization. Are your tax document organized? Where are your tax documents for your family? Do you have your things, your documents, your financial statements, your checking statements? How are you keeping these things organized? Because organization is a true principle of proper financial management. So the third principle that we're going to talk about in the workshop, refusetobebroke.com, is about organization and financial planning. Then we'll move into the fourth principle. We're going to move into the fourth principle, that is about knowledge, because what you don't know can hurt you. It can hurt you. It's, when it comes to your money, have you heard people and they go, well, I didn't know. Hey, you better know. You better read the fine print. You better know what's going on. You better know where your money is going. You better know what you don't know. And the biggest danger is when you think that what you know is actually right and it's wrong. That's the most dangerous situation to be in. When people go, oh, I've got that. I got a lot of long-term care coverage. I've got that, and it's going to pay out regardless of what happens to me. And I'm going to, so they think, that their assets are protected and they're not going to drain all their investments if there's a long-term care problem. What happens? Something happens. They need their long-term care coverage. Then the company says, oh, your policy doesn't kick in until after a year. Or, oh, it only pays off or in certain circumstances. Oh, it's only paying out, $5 a month or something, God forbid. But when you think you know something, you better make sure you really know it for sure. So when we're looking at this section about knowledge, we're really talking about the what do you want to make sure that you understand about money? What do you want to make sure that you understand? An interesting thing here, and this is straight out of the book that I put over into the workbook. It says, now I'm talking about, this is me talking. I believe that what we don't know is hurting our community the most. If I had to pick an area that we need to really learn more about, it would be taxes. I really believe that we are, and through AfroEconomics, I'm going to make a commitment. I have lots of tax information in the video library that you can go through on jbbryan.com. There's a lot of tax information under the resource section. Check it out. But we need to know that we want to understand the tax code, and we want to use it to our benefit and know what things are available to you to reduce the money that you're paying in taxes. Not just avoid taxes and don't do the tax return. That's not going to work. That's a problem waiting to fall on your head. So our knowledge and what we don't know can definitely hurt us. So we're going to focus on, do you know what your sources of income are? Do you know what assets that you have? Do you understand what a stock is, what bonds are, what mutual funds are? Do you understand annuities even? You know, what investments, things do you have? Like if you're participating in a plan at work, and I hope you are, but all too often people are in the plan at work, but you don't know what you're in, or you're in something that's inappropriate for your particular risk level. And make sure you go to also into my website, and there's a risk number calculator that you can do, and it'll give you a general idea of what your risk tolerance is. And I just did, you'll find it if you follow me on Facebook or anything, or AfroEconomics with JB Bryan has a Facebook channel. Earlier this week, I did an interview on CBS about the risk and reward of investments, and that'll really help you, I hope, develop a better understanding of what risk, how to manage your risk. And we could talk about those things. We will talk about those things, like what is diversification? What is diversification versus asset allocation? And really explore those things in detail. Few tax planning tips and things that we can take advantage of. So Saturday, refusetobebroke.com, the workshop can really be empowering for you. And then let's also look at the, principle number 5, my favorite, integrity, the soul of your money. In AfroEconomics, integrity is doing what is right, not just doing the right thing. Integrity is accepting and facing the truth, and the truth as you know it. Integrity is important to me because it goes beyond religion. It is about your personal relationship with God and how you decide what's right. Integrity is about keeping it real with yourself. I believe the worst type of deception is self-deception, when you're lying to yourself and not exercising integrity with yourself. You know, that's very dangerous when you're misleading yourself that you do have your finances in order, that you are protecting yourself and your family, and you're not. You know, that's not good. You see people who die from so much stress when they could have just reached out to a financial professional and actually tried to solve some of those things. But you just need to, be careful and take advantage of everything that is available to you, like the workshops, refusetobebroke.com. It's about education. It's not about selling products, and so it's get empowered when you can. Listen to these videos. But integrity, never kid yourself. Self-deception is financial suicide. Is that true or false? Of course we know that's true. And then we elaborate on it. The truth is in the small print. So we're going to talk about some business practices that aren't, in line with integrity, and how you have to protect yourself against those business practices, because everybody is not taking steps to be as honest and live within the guidelines of integrity like we do. So don't take anything for granted. make sure that you protect yourself. So, and in the book, there's verses, some Bible scriptures, I should say, that talk about money management, like grind smart and hard, work smart and hard, but I always say I grind hard, and I do. Proverbs 14:23 and 1 Timothy chapter 5 verse 8, and the so that integrity is a good chapter in there. If you're really into Afroeconomics and financial empowerment, get the book, get the workbook too, and even better, get both by coming to the workshop on Saturday. The sixth principle of Afroeconomics is to review your finances, your financial situation, your financial position. Review where you are regularly, and be accountable about areas where you fell short. What can you do to increase those areas? What things do you need to enhance? Don't just ignore things. Review all of your financial statements when you receive them. Read the fine print. Do not sign anything. Those are things we talk about. How to protect your small business. So these are the things that we talk about. And then also, the seventh principle is the fearless entrepreneur. The fearless entrepreneur doesn't make excuses, doesn't listen to dream killers, has everything that they need to make their business happen. They believe that they do, and we go out and we seek it and we make it happen. So we're going to talk about entrepreneurship as a principle for wealth development in the Black community. It's real. I believe it. Even if you don't have your own business, I believe if you carry yourself as a business, as an enterprise, even when you're working for someone, that's the best way to carry yourself. That the attributes of a good business owner are the good attributes of a person in general, definitely. And the eighth principle of Afroeconomics is credit confidence, the debt freedom, reducing debts, move forward and protect yourself. So we're going to talk about how to protect your credit, how to protect yourself from identity thefts. What challenges are you having? Thinking about how the credit industry has changed, how employers are using that, using your credit and credit history during the employment process. I mean, who would have thought it would come to that, right? But they're doing like health checks and financial health checks. See, it's amazing. This one client said he was doing like a full health review during the interview process because of the specific job. It said that it required to make sure that he was healthy. So that's one of the principles too. I think it's principle 10, your Black health and Black wealth. But principle 8 is credit confidence. And how we're going to talk about this on Saturday even more. I want you to think about this. How does credit and the stress of credit and debt affect your health? It does. The research is showing that there's a connection between having a low credit score due to not being able to pay your bills and heart disease. So, keeping those debts and having that freedom and the reduction of stress of getting down your debts, can really help. Can really help your health, help your family, help your lifestyle, because you won't be so angry. Look, people with a lot of debt are angry people. They're mad. So the principle 9 of Afroeconomics is determination. Make your dreams come true. Make your dreams come true, but have the determination in order to do that. I remember one discussion I said, plan A is to believe in yourself. Plan B is to repeat plan A. It's so true. You have to be determined. You have to make a commitment to believe in yourself, to believe in your dream, and have the determination and persistence to make it happen. Make it happen. So your dream will be affected by what you believe you can accomplish. So don't limit yourself. Wow. And the last principle of Afroeconomics is your Black health and Black wealth. And we know there's some health challenges that we're experiencing, and there's a whole reasons for it, and in many cases it's because of the stress that we're under as a culture. And so, you know, discrimination is affecting our health. Racism is affecting our health. But we have to acknowledge it and make the changes in our life and protect ourselves accordingly. And then, you know, that's why reducing the debt so that you don't feel that you have to stay in a situation that is killing you. You know, there's one brother that has a book. It's called Corporate America is Killing Black Folk. I mean, that stress is a killer. And so we have to realize that your health and your wealth are so connected, even to the point where if you get a job, you work it forever, you buy all these things because you have this salary, and you start going into debt with all the salary, and then you hate the job, so every day it's a struggle to get up. I talked with a gentleman, he's retiring after 30 years, and he said that every day for the last 30 years he hated getting up. You know, what is the effect of that on our health? You know, I don't, you know, it's scary to think, you know, even mental health and physical health. It's sad to think. But once you get in there and you start buying things, I've always thought that I was able to start my business because I did not have the debt. I didn't have a debt load, you know, and I think that helped a lot. And I was in my 20s, and, you know, sometimes just like body fat, thinking from a health perspective, if you don't make an effort to not, that over time your life will just accumulate body fat, or will just accumulate debt, and it's not accumulating the assets that you need in order to generate the financial independence that you deserve. So I hope that you will go to refusetobebroke.com and register for the workshop this Saturday. If not the workshop this Saturday, register for the workshop that we're going to have next month. Please inbox me, email me, jb@jbbryan.com or jb@afroeconomics.com. And let me know if you would like me to come and speak in your area and do a workshop for you. We will be doing webinars live for AfroEconomics members. So we have membership available, and we'll have private conference calls and private webinars for the members of AfroEconomics. So check out the membership information, and the first month is free. So, and you get a big discount when you pay for the annual upfront. Also check out the AfroEconomics free app on your smartphone, AfroEconomics in the app, and you could be looking at me, many people are, right through their app. I appreciate the opportunity to financially empower you. I hope that most, if not all, of what I said will be a benefit to you throughout your life and for generations to come. I'm JB Bryan. I'm the President and Chief Investment Officer of JB Bryan Financial Group, a registered investment advisory firm and the home of AfroEconomics. God bless you all. I look forward to talking with you Saturday at the workshop live, or next week at Wednesday at high noon. Take care and refuse to be broke. Don't forget about that. Refuse to be broke. Make a commitment.